Okay, and I think we're live.
Nice.
So we'll see if we have company and chat.
And I'm muted.
Okay.
Hey, you're here. That was quick.
Yeah, that was really quick.
Sunday night must be the night to beat.
Not sure how much crafting we'll get done, or I'll get. Well, you'll probably get a lot done, Patty. You always do anyway. You can multitask. See how much I get done. Hi, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Becky's here.
Hi, Becky.
Paula's here too. We talked her into joining us.
What's Becky up to today?
How's your sister doing, Becky? I've got to check the lag time.
Mine was like 18 seconds or less. That's just when I remembered to look.
Becky just got home from LA, long turnaround trip. Oh, I think she went to visit her sister.
Yeah, she must have.
Yeah.
How is your sister doing, Becky?
Can't believe how thick this paper is. It's crazy. Crazy.
I keep forgetting too, there's a lag, before they actually can hear
Yeah.
us. They put a second shunt on the other side to get the blood out sooner than with the one.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Luz. So I'm assuming Beth is home.
I think, yes, she is.
She's wanting to know if you miss her yet, Patty.
Of course I do. You should come back.
I know, right? She was fun to have.
Yes, she was.
How you
Hey,
doing,
Luz.
Luz? Anyway.
Is she conscious at all, Becky, or she's still sedated heavily enough that...
No one can visit but Rick because of COVID, but I did go to visit him and took him clean clothes. Even he can only, I'm assuming, visit 2 to 3 hours a day.
Wow. Oh, what a situation.
I know that's got to be hard when anybody's...
Well, it was extremely nice of you to give him a break and go up and give him clean clothes. I'm sure he appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you just did it. Even if you wouldn't have brought him clean clothes.
Right?
I mean, yeah. Just, somebody beside the four walls to talk to. They are keeping her sedated and asleep until they clear out all of the blood. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Based on my Cracker Jack box doctor's license. Well, I want to clarify where I got it from. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Linda. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa and Rhonda and Linda.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
We're just playing around.
And we're super talkative in case anybody has.
Right. I was going to say we should tell them what we're working on. I'm making some more of those glassine pockets, and I'm going to call these inserts because I'm going to be adding paper and and stuff to it. So it's going to be more like an insert, but you can still use the pocket here for stuff.
Yay.
And I'm using Tracy Fox's journal cover papers from her REM vintage line. And the images I'm using are also Tracy's.
Nice.
Yeah. And Patty, you are?
I'm doing really skilled stuff over here. I'm decoupaging base. I'm putting a base coat on hardboard.
Oh, thank you, Rhonda.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I brought out some laces, some trims, some appliques, but I want to put in the inside papers quick before I try to embellish the outside. So isn't she pretty?
The Awakening Angel, is that Crystal?
What's that?
The Awakening
Oh,
Angel.
that's Dee Dee. Hi, Dee Dee.
I'll get it one of these days.
She's over in Ireland and she's 5 hours ahead, so she's almost heading to bed.
Gotcha.
Dee Dee, I owe you an email because Messenger would just take too long. So I will send you an email to catch up.
Hi,
Hi,
Pen.
Penny.
Sorry, Maggie.
No, that's
What
we're gonna do that, Paula. So we'll just go on like it's not happening.
You didn't ask me what I'm doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can't see what you're doing, but what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorting out a mess of a drawer. Hear
Oh,
it all rattling around? Yeah.
okay. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. I'm almost done with the noise, I swear.
It's okay. We're not scared.
Okay.
She's cleaning out a drawer, Lori.
It's a bunch of ephemera that I had in a drawer. You know those humongous ledger pages that Patty sold? Well, there's some of those in there, and then there's a variety of other ledger pages, and yeah, the drawer just kind of overtaking life. So
Pretty much she's playing hide and seek from us. That's what she's doing.
well, there's stuff in here that doesn't need to be in here, and you know, here's a receipt.
I'm so glad you liked the journal, Luz. No, Kim, we're just doing a little crafting and we're gonna chat with all of you. Patty's sale is tomorrow night on her channel, and it will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not sure because I haven't checked. Usually her channel's right in the description box, but if you go to my homepage, she's in the featured channels.
Thanks, Max.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thanks, Dee Dee. You have a good night. Have a good sleep. And I will send you that email.
Where are you, Paula? I was brave finally and showed my face in yesterday's video. Yes, you did, and you went outside and showed us how to do your tea paper. And where am I at? I'm sitting in my house, in my room in Texas. And I am literally, if this wasn't a giant mess, I would turn the camera on. I swear. But I have stuff on the floor, in my lap. I've got 4 piles on the desk and 2 on the keyboard. So unfortunately, moving the wrong way could be
Disastrous?
It could be, yes. Major malfunction here. So I'm trying to, you know,
And she's helping us with the chat.
yes, I'm reading chat. Patty, did you see my email after Thursday's sale? That's from Luz. Hi, Louise.
Hey, Louise.
Hi, Louise.
Actually, no, I haven't opened up any emails because I had company all weekend and I knew I wasn't going to be able to give them the attention they needed. So emails will be handled first thing tomorrow morning. And I'm going to start with the oldest, you know what I mean? Like from Thursday night forward. So, yeah, I will get back with you. Hey, Louise.
Lori, I'll have to tell you. Penny, Paula, I have been sorting through things also. Gave a ton of stuff away yesterday. Felt so good. I have literally if you walk out of my craft room, there's double doors and you can't get out but one door because the other door, there's a box that is going to the Salvation Army. Because that's where it needs to go. And I have sorted today and been sorting, and I had no idea I had this many of that 1600 or 1700 page Bible that Patty had, but I have found tons of it as I'm sorting through this drawer. That's not the half of it. I'm certain there's some in the boxes.
Right?
Oh, I would guarantee it.
So, anyways. Lou, she'll get to it sometime tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll make sure that she knows that you would like her to get to it before you do billing, Patty.
Okie dokie.
There you go.
Yeah, she
Will
says,
do, ma'am.
please check add-on before you do billing.
Yes. Penny, I agree. It does really feel good to know that you're helping somebody. It also makes you feel better when you look over at, hi, Lucy, at
Hi,
wherever
Lucy.
it is that you're storing things and can actually see them. You don't have to wonder what's in the drawer anymore.
You know, this conversation is kind of serendipitous. My weekend company was dying for a crash course in journal making.
Uh-huh.
I'll let her claim it over in the chat there because she's here. She put together a single signature journal while she was here.
She did.
She did, yep. And
well, congrats, Beth.
Right? So I did the same thing. I just pulled out all of my bins that are here in my space, my stuff, not like,
Right.
you know what I mean, the stuff that I use.
Right.
And just kind of turned her loose. And it was so fun to watch. And I sent her so much stuff that I got to reorganize. And it's like, oh, yay.
Lorna is here.
Well, that was really nice, Penny. She had her crafty friends come over and take whatever they wanted. Hi, Rhonda.
That's cool.
She made a cover for her grandson's journal weeks ago, and I'm still trying to come up with ideas for the inside pages. Looking for suggestion. Beth said she did in response to your...
Yep.
I mean, there's just that much lag in...
Right.
X,
How
Y, Z.
How old is Rhonda's grandson? Do you know?
No, I do not know. How old is your grandson, Rhonda? My youngest grandson turned 1 today.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He's cute.
Time goes by fast, right?
Well, COVID has just played... I'm sorry. Never mind. You know, the recurrent living situations have made socializing when they're that far away difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, brown paper.
Ooh, nice. Blank
I'm
slate.
cleaning my sister's craft room for my brother-in-law as he had no idea what to do. You could not see the floor or the countertops because of all the stuff she had. That's from Lucy. He's 12 and he wants it for drawing and pictures of him and his sister growing up. Oh, how nice.
Oh,
I don't know. If he wants it for drawing and pictures, I might leave it totally blank.
I
And
was going to say that too.
right? And maybe get him some really cool stickers for him to do his own embellishing, or like some watercolors or
Mhm.
that kind of thing. That could be super cool. Just turn him loose with it blank and see what he creates.
Give me 1 minute, ladies.
Okay. Is anybody else crafting while we are? Well, it's been so long since I've been live. No, I mean on my own channel.
Right?
It feels weird.
We'll see, and that's just it. If I'm not sitting here with really cool stuff in front of me, I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to talk about?
I know it isn't easy carrying on conversations with people that you can't actually like talk to face to
Right?
face. Louise is working on a journal just for fun,
Nice.
and Beth is resting.
Sure, rub it in.
Luz is making deconstructed pages, and Lori is making a journal ephemera sets. Nice. Lori, you'll have to come on with us sometime. I think that would be fun. Oh, I made 2 of those. Okay.
That would be awesome.
Rhonda's trying to do a small glassine bag. Nice. And Penny's eating ice cream with caramel fudge.
Share.
I mean,
If you're bringing ice cream to the party, you got to bring enough to share. That's all I'm saying.
all right. Okay, let's hold that out. Ooh.
Lorna doesn't do anything for fun. What a terrible life you lead, Lorna. I'm stress eating nacho cheese Doritos as fast as I can, shove them in my mouth. Becky. Lucy says, I have filled 9 moving boxes full so far. She belonged to so many monthly subscriptions for years and never used them. 99% of her stuff is unused.
Wow.
Rhonda's having an adult beverage.
And what adult beverage would that be?
And Penny says there's more.
Okay, I'm putting in my request.
What kind of ice cream? What flavor of ice cream?
I want to know if the ice cream and the adult beverage could possibly be complementary flavors and combined.
Well, they're 2 separate individuals with that now.
I'm just saying, there are some really amazing adult ice cream beverages. Just saying.
Well,
there is.
um,
And I know the recipes.
There you go.
no, you don't. Yeah. Try that again in English.
There you go, Louise. Get her. I was trying to think how to ask that nicely. She says, when are you having a sale, Lucy? Because none of us like to shop, for real.
She has vanilla ice cream. And Lucy's going to have an adult beverage soon, too.
There you go.
And Luce will be back. She's got a phone call.
Okay.
Lorna said she's never had adult ice cream.
Oh, you're missing out. It's good stuff.
Becky pours Bailey's over chocolate ice cream any day.
Yes.
And Lori says, Patty, I've been playing with molds and paper clay. Fun.
It is
Oh,
fun.
nice.
Yes. Oh, yes. Good job. She told me she had some molds but had never used them, right? It was you had the molds and then you had to get the clay, or was it you had the clay and had to get them? I can't remember which way it went. I think she had the molds and had to get the clay. I did warn her it's a little bit addictive. I did. A little bit of a paper trail.
Just a little bit.
A little bit of a rabbit trail.
Are you put the strawberries in cereal or in adult beverage and or?
Oh, I bet she's having a frozen strawberry daiquiri. I love those.
And you can put vanilla ice cream in those, by the way.
Yep.
And it's amazing.
Yep.
Lucy said it's going to be quite a while. I'm getting a huge crafters sale.
Nice. Are you going to do it online? Yes.
Lorna was playing with mold. She wants to know if that counts.
Yes.
Not molds, mold.
Oh, no. No. She had to
No.
play. That's what I thought.
Oh, that was quick turning to mold, right?
And Lori said she had to get the clay. And Lucy says, Maggie, I love the pages you were working on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just got this digital set. And nobody asked me who it is because I forget.
That's like saying don't think about a pink envelope and then a pink elephant.
Right.
You keep on talking, and that's all people can think about. So I instinctively want to ask you, so whose is it?
I
And
know.
Lucy said she doesn't know how to do it online, so probably not.
Oh, come on. We'll help you. We would help.
Yeah, these are bags, Rhonda, and I just sewed down once I decided on what cover I wanted, but they're just let me show you what it looks like.
Penny's got to go rinse out.
No, it's not brown paper, Rhonda, to answer the question. They're more like a glassine type. They're
glassine bags. See this
not
here?
brown paper.
And I just folded them in half and then put them down so that, you know, you could use the pockets. And then I picked the cover and then I sewed down the middle. I did it ahead of time because, number one, I didn't want to have my sewing machines on my counter and I'd have to keep getting up and down. So I did that ahead of time. And now I'm just putting the papers in and then I'm going to embellish the cover. And I'll do one at a time so it doesn't get tedious. And I added, I do know these two are my porch prints that I put in the middle there, you know, for journaling. And then here's the other one that's going to go here. I just need to trim off just a tiny bit. This, I think.
Good night, Kim. Thank you.
Good night, Kim. Thanks for coming in.
Good night, Kim.
Well, now you know what you might do with some of them, Lucy, since your custodian gave you some at work, from work.
Oh, yeah, they're fun to work with. I like working with them.
My alarm just went off.
It did. I didn't hear
Yes, I know you didn't. This was the time my grandson was born a year ago.
Oh.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Hey, Leslie.
How are you doing? You doing any crafting?
Kim, you can just type in Patty Lane and it'll bring it up that way too.
It's
Patty
Patty
Lane.
Lane.
Sacred.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I was just going to say Patty Lane Sacred Mementos. But it's on my homepage in under featured channels. I have to work around my camera. I still have to find a better setup for this.
For what?
My camera, because it's like right here. I know I'm going to bump it sooner or later, but that's okay.
It can't
All
be
right.
any worse than the earthquakes I have occasionally over here. So, you know.
That's all right. I have this split screen going on. And I looked over to the left and saw Maggie doing whatever. And then I looked over to the screen on the right and I thought, Patty's using the same paper.
It always makes you feel so smart, doesn't it?
I have never, it took me a second. I mean, yeah.
It's a little trippy. It's a little trippy, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. Leslie, I have my camera off because I am sorting a large container of ephemera that I've purchased, you know, for a while now from the lovely Patty, and I'm trying to get it organized where I can actually use it. Hi, Jean. Jean Moran's here.
Hey,
Hi,
Jean.
Jean.
See, that's how you do it, Paula. Maggie and I just keep on talking.
Okay.
Or we just ignore the fact that we interrupted each other.
There you go. That's
I could give you the standard pat answer, Beth. Everything. You missed everything. Not really. We were talking about bags.
I think it works. I think it is what it is. Everything. You just missed everything.
She got kicked out.
Oh, no. That was rude.
I want to know if anybody in chat. It was the weirdest thing today, you guys. So Beth left. I promise you, a half an hour later, we had the craziest storm blow through, knocked a tree down in the yard. We lost power. Paula lost power, what, 20 minutes later?
Yep.
All the way in Texas. Did anybody else have a storm and lose power today, or was it just some crazy Patty and Paula thing?
We had wicked storm, thunder, but no, nothing. Not a wind, not a rain, and we certainly had heat.
Leslie's sending you an invitation to her house, Paula.
I saw that, but Leslie, I'm going to tell you, if you really want someone to invite to your home to organize, and Beth can attest to this, as can Patty. I'm sorry, Maggie. Patty is the one that you want to come and organize.
Yep.
I mean, beyond a shadow of a doubt, she is the most organized person I've ever seen and or met.
Rhonda had a storm. Leslie had storms. I wondered if you did, Leslie.
Beth said drive was clear
Right.
all the way home.
Leslie's just a couple hours north of me, so I wondered.
She said nasty storms.
Yep.
So, hi, Mitzi.
Hi, Mitzi.
They lost power by Rhonda. She didn't, but the town around her did. She must be rural, probably like me, because she's like, I didn't, but they did in town.
Leslie says, Patty, I have a spare bedroom and lots of wine.
Nice.
Don't threaten me with a really good time, Leslie. That's all I got
Right.
to say. Oh my gosh. It could happen. Could happen. Wouldn't she die if I just showed up on her doorstep?
Yeah. And you know, Lucy, you have a very valid point. With 7 children, you had to be organized.
This is true. Very
Mhm.
true.
Hi, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Hi, Dale.
especially when they all got into sports. Holy Toledo, talk about needing to keep a calendar together. Whew.
Beth said she'd come help you, Leslie.
It's the wine. Don't let her fool you, Leslie. It's the wine. Just kidding. She's a pretty good egg. As far as sister-in-laws go, she's kind of a keeper.
Right?
She is. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun.
You could hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Dale says, I need help organizing. Seriously. So how are y'all doing?
Well, I feel in the organization category.
There you go. There's a new thing. We're just going to get a bus and we're just going to roll around and show up and surprise people with organizational weekends.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be a riot?
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Mhm.
Beth says she's not sure how organized it would be after drinking wine. Well, Beth, that story is keep the wine bottles organized and the rest will come in.
Whoa.
And Leslie wants to know, Dale, do you have any good stuff we can steal while you're downsizing? Wait a minute, Leslie. You just said you needed organization. Don't go getting more. You know who I would like to understand, and she makes me feel good, is Lori. She'll be crafting in her videos, and for days, her desk is super neat. And then all of a sudden, it looks like mine, stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, it makes me feel good to know that I'm not the only one that gets that little, 8x8 square.
Yes. I got to be honest though, when I get down to like so much stuff on the table that I have that 8x8 square that you guys all talk about,
Yeah.
I have to stop and organize the desk because that drives me nuts.
Yeah, me too. That's when I start doing that.
Yeah.
Becky, Leslie, I'll give you a little secret. It might take you guys a month, but I promise you, absolutely promise and guarantee, if Patty showed up at your door, it would not be a month, okay? She's going to organize, and she's very, very good at it. Leslie says, or heavy drinking for a week. Wink, wink.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine us with a pitcher of margaritas or something? Oh my gosh. I'd be in
Actually,
trouble.
I think it would be awesome. I just want to know which weekend so I don't make other plans.
Right.
What that really means, Maggie, is we have to meet in the middle, which means we have to meet at Patty's.
Right.
Once
I'd
again,
have no problem with that.
once again, not scared.
Maggie, you have to tell me how you get the nerve to just cut those beautiful appliques. That's from Louise.
Oh, it doesn't take nerve, Louise. It just
Just do it,
takes
Louise.
determination. What else are you going to do with them, though? And I don't like to just take one whole applique and slap it on. Well, that didn't come out right. Wait a minute.
Thank you, Beth. Sorry,
No, I was
going to leave. Good night, Beth.
Oh, good night.
Go for it.
Don't take too long to come back. I mean to Patty's.
Or here.
Yeah, or here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just like cutting them up and being able to rearrange them or using more than one for one spot, just for something different. I don't think I've ever, well, I shouldn't say that because I probably have, but I hardly ever use an applique like all on its own. Like this one, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't just put it down on a page or whatever. I'd have to cut it up, rearrange it to fit around around the image or around the page. That's how I do it.
Sorry, Rhonda.
Oh no.
Read my note, Leslie. Leslie says if you're going to help her do that, you got to do it before August 20th because she's having shoulder replacement. Yeah, replacement. And she'll be out of commission for 6 months.
Oh my gosh, that's a long time.
Yes, it is.
That might be the perfect time because then things that went into certain bins would just have to stay there because you couldn't go get them out. Just saying.
Or you might not find it because it hit the garbage.
That's what I was talking about, certain bins.
Oh,
Yeah.
12, 13.
I mean, honestly, that's the part that, like, once you realize that that's your biggest struggle is what to keep and what to, and I'm going to say dispose of, but mean it lightly. That's kind, for me anyway. I have to, like, let me start this sentence over.
Hi, Juana.
If you're organizing or purging, if you're trying to purge and downsize, then I have to have three places to put things. There has to be a trash, a donate, and a keep. And if I'm keeping it, it has to have a home and it has to be able to put right away. I don't put it in a box or a bin or whatever. If it's donate, once it goes in there, it stays there. I don't get to change my mind. If it's trash, once it goes there, it stays there. I don't get to change my mind. Otherwise, I'll put it in and out of a bin 6 times.
Hi, Juana. Juana is the newest member of the Crafty Me design team.
Nice.
Yes, it is. Congratulations.
Yes.
I think I heard that at Esme's the other night, but it didn't click. Now it makes sense.
Yes.
I have a box outside my door. I'm keeping it. And then I have a trash pile.
Yep.
And then I also have a pile of, are you really going to use this?
Yep.
And that will be the last pile that I go through. And it either will go into the box outside of the door or in the bin. And the other thing there too is how many
exactly how many bottles of Mod Podge does one need at one time?
Thank you. That's a
Right.
good. There you go.
And especially partial ones. If you don't want to throw it away, then pour them together and make 2 jars instead of 6 half jars. Or partial jars or whatever. That math didn't quite make sense, but you know what I mean.
Leslie says the struggle. That is the struggle, Patty.
It is. It really is. And I struggled with it for a really long time. And now I know it's okay to let stuff go because there's always more stuff to be had. Always.
Yep.
So those of you that like organizing or feel organized, do you mind if I run with that topic, Maggie?
Go ahead.
How do you guys sort and store things? I love to talk about stuff like that. I don't know, it kind of gives you a feel for how people think. And I like a great idea.
Hi, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Ooh,
I
think
wish-
right. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I wish I could store most things in the open, because for me, it's almost like out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But I just don't have that capacity, to do that. So,
Right.
um,
Everything that I can't see is labeled.
well, yeah, that's a good idea to label.
Well, that's just because I just went through and organized it all again. And this time, if it doesn't fit in the container, I mean, okay, I have got X amount of drawers of Esme's appliques. I have a Patty drawer of vintage lace. I have a Maggie drawer of lace. The reality is I can't put any more in these things. So if I'm going to bring something in, something has to go out.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, there's no more room. There just isn't.
Well, Leslie kind of had a valid point too. She says, I did silk embroidery for years and have lots of ribbon. I just can't let go unless she found someone who could really use it. And I understand that because, like, not only is it expensive, you're like emotionally vested in it
Mhm.
because it was like your favorite, almost collectible thing. I mean, that makes perfectly good sense also. But I mean, you guys know, well, most of you know, I have no problem hoarding some things.
Okay, Louise, that's fine.
She can be your out.
That means a Maggie drawer and an Esme drawer.
Right?
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Leslie did that too. So she got rid of 2 husbands.
Oh, that's one way to look at it.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Lucy, I don't know if they're going to be covers or I don't know what I'm doing with them yet.
All right, I'm finished with this
Yeah,
one. For now.
and quilting fabric's not cheap. That's an investment.
That's real. My daughter-in-law's mother is a quilter. My sister-in-law is a quilter. I've made 1 full quilt and 2 jelly roll quilts that I've never, padded and finished off. And just the jelly rolls for the quilts I did were like $45 each. That's just for the top layer.
Yep.
And the quilt that I made, I want to say 10, 11 years ago. It's on my bed. I bet that thing, by the time I was done, it probably cost like $100 to make because I picked a pattern that needed probably like 12 different prints.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love it, and it came out pretty good for a first time, but
right.
Yeah, that's not an inexpensive hobby to have, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And I didn't have mine machine quilted by somebody. If you do that, you're talking at least $50 to have somebody do that, with their special machines.
Mm-hmm. And the more detail you want, the more it costs.
Right.
Yep.
I don't know what you call what her mom.
is that a journal? I'm sorry, Maggie. Go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
I was just going to say, I don't remember what it's called, but in order to finish it off, but we took strands of embroidery thread, and every so often, all along the quilt from top to bottom, we put it through and then would tie it off, and then you'd cut the ends. So there are all these little tiny ties all over it, but I don't know what it's called.
A tie quilt.
Is that what it's called? That would make sense,
I
wouldn't
think,
it?
Well, the girls that actually do the quilting would be better to answer that. But I think, I mean, like here, that's what they're called, is tied quilts. I don't know if that's a regional thing. That's where I was going. I didn't know if it was regional. That's what we call them.
Lucy and Dale both said that $50 is cheap, and has
Okay.
everyone quit swapping? I don't know what we're swapping.
No, I think she means, like in groups and stuff like that. You don't see many swaps, like video swaps on
Not doing
YouTube
it
anymore.
I have none in mind wouldn't right now.
I haven't done, I can't even tell you the last time I did a swap.
Tied quilt is what they call it in Canada also.
Mm-hmm.
And Patty, is that one of those German ledger, the big ones?
Yep.
Okay. Tied or knotted, Lucy says they call
Nice.
it.
Oh, I think her mom called it knotted.
Yep.
Yeah, I stopped at the one full finished quilt. My sister-in-law kept going. She quilts everything. She makes them all the time now.
I'll tell you what, quilting is an art in itself.
It is.
Some amazing, amazing fabric artists out there.
Yeah, Rebecca's mom she makes the most amazing quilts. How she comes up with some of the patterns.
Oh, she designs her own patterns?
She's done a few, yeah.
Nice.
Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl says, hello, girls. Thank you for wonderful ideas. I became a paper crafter, journaling, making addicted since last March. 40 years of sewing and quilting, and currently am learning watercolor.
Oh, nice. Welcome,
Cool.
Cheryl. She
I
said
hope
she's
you're feeling
new.
better, Deb. I think with COVID that nobody's doing swaps, Deb.
Right.
I mean,
That could be part of it too. Or a lot just got burnt out, on swaps for a while. There's probably still groups though that do them, just in their group, but you don't see much on YouTube, I don't think.
Deb, if you want some authentic, vintage, true, vintage, and authentic antique ephemera for your journal, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over on, you're going to have to finish, guys. I'm sorry, I have to mute for a minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
On Patty's channel. She will be having a sale. And her channel is one of my featured channels. If it's not in the description box, it's right on my homepage on the right-hand side. It's a struggle, Patty, of the best way to destash and organize. Going through that now. That's Mitzi.
Mm-hmm. Of the best.
Yeah, mine was a purge.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've missed just enough of chat that I don't want to be like, oh, well, this is what I do. I don't know if you guys are like just chatting or if you like really want like. Does that make sense?
No. Paula's been actually, like reading the chat out loud. So I don't think you really missed anything. So go for it.
Okay. So what works best for me is I like all the same things together. So like I'm sitting here looking, I like all of my laces in the same, like in a cabinet or in a shelving unit. I like them all together. I have some of those like drawer bin things, and I have like all of this stuff like eyelets and I can't think of the name of them now, the 2-prong pins. Paper fasteners, those things, and like all of those kinds of things. That's where all the washi is, all the decorative metal kind of things all go there. Then I have one that has nothing but like handwritten letters and envelopes and documents, and but they're all like 1910 and earlier, and they're sorted by drawer, kind of by year, but not necessarily. But they're all in the same 3-drawer unit. All of my paper is together. So, like, I have all my scrapbook paper, then I have all of my coffee guide paper, then I have, ledger pages, but I sort everything the same or related, stored, it like goes all in order.
Lucy,
Go ahead.
Lucy wants to know what you're mounting that on.
Oh, hardboard, just hardboard. And I just put a light coated gesso on it so that it would stick, because the smooth side has that slick finish. Because I have discovered if I just gesso right to it, or just gesso, if I just decoupage right on it, it doesn't stay like I want it to.
Rhonda heard you typing, Paula.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
You know what? Yes, I don't know. No, you didn't see my nails. They were black when I got black ink underneath them. So today I made a strong effort at getting all the black out, and now they're green. My 4 fingers on my right hand and 1 on my left hand, they're green. Lucy said thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
I think it must be my nails, but I don't know.
I don't know. I just like listening to you type. It always makes me think of the old movies.
Oh.
It does, because you can always hear like when they had to really, push on the manual keys.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds
Right.
like.
No, I don't know.
Maggie,
What?
I can't remember Unique Whimsy's name.
You can't remember what?
Unique Whimsy. What is her name? I know we know her.
Yeah, we do. Where's my cheat sheet? She's going to have it in there before I can find it. Carly. It's Carly.
Carly. Hi. There we go. I always say I'm going to make a cheat sheet, but let's face it, I'm not.
Patty says that, Patty says that Rhonda. Rhonda says, me too, Patty. That in school.
Right? Yes.
Oh, man. Ellie jumped on me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine now.
Okay.
She got her nails done at the groomers on Thursday, and they just were a little sharp. And
yep.
She got the wrong spot. So, hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
I like taking typing in high school, Rhonda. It was fun. I really did enjoy that. I don't want to go back to high school, okay? Don't misunderstand that.
Right.
But I did enjoy that particular class.
I can see it now. Paula's going to come on one day and say, sorry, guys, I just rushed in from typing class.
I took typing and shorthand in high school. I enjoyed both of them.
I did
but
too.
I could not, for the life of me, do one shorthand, remember what one shorthand character is. So.
Oh, I still use some of them in my notes, like when I'm doing.
Really?
With Esme? Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, Leslie. I don't have full range of motion in my ankle, and I'm never going to, but it is what it is, and I've made it even more tighter in here because I keep buying too much stuff. And So if I trip next time, it won't be over air. That's a promise.
I know I'm going to date myself, but my 50-year high school reunion is next year,
Oh, man.
right?
No more typing class, just keyboard.
Oh yeah, it's keyboarding now. That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot that.
We had Greg shorthand, Louise.
Yep, that's what mine is. That's what I did.
Yeah, I
with-
never heard of Pittman.
Nope. See, and Rhonda still uses her shorthand too.
Wow.
Yep.
I never took shorthand, so
She doesn't remember, Jamie. She wants to know who your digitals are.
Oh, let
Oh,
me
maybe
see.
you know now that you have them in front of you that way.
Yeah, I'll see if I wrote it in the book, in my book, because I have so many now that I write them in my book usually.
Leslie says, LOL, Maggie. Her 50th is come and gone.
Her what?
50th class reunion.
Oh,
Patty, how well does IOD paper clay work for use on refurbished furniture? I got
love it.
some and some IOD molds. That's from Dale.
You'll like it. You really will. The only thing I'll say is I'm not fond of the paper clay after. Let me think. When you make the mold, be ready to use it or adhere it. Does that make sense? Don't let it all air dry and then try to glue it because it curls. So when it's drying, it tries to curl, but if you glue it down, it'll stay flat. Maybe I think that's because when I first tried to do it, I went like mold crazy, right? And did all kinds of stuff. And I had it all laid out so that it could dry and then I could decide how to use it. Don't do that. Because it all curls and is wonky and you can't shape it the way you want and all that junk.
let me see. I'm going to try to find quick.
Isn't that the truth, Rhonda?
And you don't have to wait for the clay to dry before you can paint it. You want it to just skin over a little and then you can go crazy. Oh, come on now. There we go.
Okay, let's see.
Data processing too long. Yeah. Isn't that funny how terminology changes?
Means the same thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dale
Oh.
says, good advice.
These digitals are from the Etsy shop called Romantic Letters. And it's all one word, but the R and the L are capital if anybody wants to look. Romantic Letters.
Nice.
Oh, not me, Leslie. And I can't even. Leslie, can you use two hands on your phone then?
Can you put it just on you for a minute, Mags? That is really pretty.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll show you some of the pages.
Does it look as dimensional in person as it does on the screen?
Probably not,
Okay.
but they are really pretty pages.
Nice.
These are some of the journal pages. There was a lot to the kit. I haven't done all of them yet. So there's one.
Jamie says, thanks, Maggie.
Sure. Here's another
Oh, look
one.
at that one.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? Wait, I've got to move that so I can see exactly what I'm showing here. And I printed out two of those without knowing. Oh, that was when I had to change the cartridge. And then this is one. And here's one. I think it's actually probably like a steampunk themed, journal pack, but I don't think you just have to use it for steampunk. Look at that.
It just really
And
is
this.
different. I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm going to keep that one out for that what I'm doing. And then there's this one. I like these,
Mhm.
you know, these here. And then on, oh, wait, I'll show you. I did a couple covers too with that, but tonight I was just using the Tracy Box ones for the covers. And there's this one. Love that with the clock. And then there's this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. This I might have done twice too. And I didn't, there's a whole bunch of covers too. And I did print out a couple of those. And wait a minute, let me grab these.
While she's doing that, Patty,
Yeah.
Cheryl would like to know if, no, Dale wanted to know, was, which is better, the resin mold stuff that you were using or the clay? You know, when you did all the resin pours, that's what she said.
Okay. Let Maggie finish and then I'll answer because that'll take a minute.
Okay.
Hi, Beverly. Here's two of the covers that go with this kit. There's this one. This is the front, and then here's the back. And then there's this one.
I like the latches on the straps. That's cool.
Yeah, I do too. And then I think I have, wait a minute, let me just look. Yeah, I have two more. These, I really like these two. Here's one. Look at that, the colors in that.
Nice.
And then there's the back.
Yep.
And then this one looks like lace, this here. And there's the back.
How did you find her? Have you had these a really long time or?
No, I think I got them last week, and tonight was the first night that I printed some of them out. But I just, when I went into Etsy, I just type in junk journal kits. And then you just go, if you got time, you just go through the pages. That's what I do.
Nice.
You know? And till you find something that you like.
And what was the name of the shop that you got that at?
Romantic Letters.
Thank you.
I'm pronouncing the T because with my accent, it would sound like letters, like with D's.
Right.
Okay, Patty, now you're going to explain something, right?
Well, Dale wanted to know which, I think she meant which do I prefer, like, for furniture, right, Dale?
Yes, that's exactly, because that's what she was asking about.
Okay, so the resin, I think, depending on the piece of furniture and the use that it's going to have, like how much wear and tear on this piece of furniture, I might prefer the resin. If it's a decorative piece of furniture that nobody's like actually sitting on, moving around, walking into, whatever, that kind of thing, then I think I would prefer the paper clay because you can shape it. The resin, you can shape it once it's hard. With a heat gun, you can soften it back up, but I have a hard time with it because I tend to overheat it and then it gets like almost brittle and wants to break. I'm trying to think how to explain how it gets brittle, but it's weird how it reacts to being reheated. Some people say that you can microwave it. I'm kind of scared to do it because I don't have good luck with the heat gun softening it. But I do like the paper clay a lot, and it does dry hard. But I like that you can, like if you're doing something that's rounded or beveled or whatever, you can shape the paper clay. You can take it right out of the mold and glue it right down. You don't have to wait. I don't know if you watch Debbie's Design Diary. She's one of the ones on YouTube that uses it all the time. Jamie Ray Vintage uses it all the time. Trying to think who else. Those are the only two coming to mind. But they use the paper clay all the time.
And it's nice and light too, right? The paper clay?
Yeah, it is. But the resin is lightweight too, so it's kind of like it just depends. But I like the paper clay better.
Dale says, thank you, Patty.
You're welcome. And I say that while I'm sitting here with 2 gallons of resin to pour. But that being said, like for you girls, like when I pour it and want to share it with you guys, I wouldn't send just the molded paper clay dried pieces because number one, I don't like using them when they're already dry because they don't dry flat. And number two, I don't know if they would make it. The resin I know will make it. But the paper clay is solid once it adheres to something. So it's kind of like each one has its pros and cons. Which one do you mean, Leslie, Debbie, or Jamie? I like both of them.
I'm going to take them to mean multiple.
Right?
I mean, that's just me, but you know,
Right.
watch
Right.
me in left field here in a minute. Nothing new. I know, nothing new. Okay.
Ah,
I'm excited over the obvious.
Debbie's hilarious.
Leslie likes them too, she said.
Right?
Or she wants to know what glue you use on them.
Okay, I use wood glue most of the time. Or I use Aleene's tacky glue. It just depends on what I'm gluing it to. But most of the time, wood glue. And I caved because of all the food discussion. I'm now eating peanut M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms.
Mason thought he took my brownie M&Ms, but little did he know I have another bag.
There you go.
He came down. He said, "Grandma, do you have any brownie M&Ms left?" And I had put them in a sealing bag after I had opened them. And I said, "Yeah, there's some left here." And he took the bag and he put it in his pocket after he took a few. And he went on his merry little way upstairs.
Aren't they funny?
He's a riot.
Little stinkers. I think they know exactly what they can play with.
Yeah, he gave me that smile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're really good, Leslie.
Yes, Maggie or Leslie, they are amazing.
Yeah, Paula likes them too.
Yes.
No, thank you.
But Patty prefers peanut butter.
I don't know why I don't like those brownie ones, but I just don't.
Is it like, no, it can't be the texture because basically they're just a little squishier than like regular M&Ms where the chocolate has more.
If you look at it, it's really cake. It's not chocolate.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the center is, I don't know what it is, but it looks like cake or.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just not me.
They're good.
I don't like the pretzel ones either, though.
I don't like them either.
Oh, I like those. Yeah.
No.
Maddie likes those, so she comes and grabs some of those when I have them. Those are her favorite, the pretzel ones.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, yesterday, Maddie got in a baking mood. She took out the cupcake tins, and the bottom had a layer of chocolate chip cookie, and then a layer of brownie mix, and she put a peanut butter cup in the middle of the brownie
Yum.
and baked them. And oh my gosh, were those so good.
And
Dale
like,
says coffee M&M. Yum.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they made coffee ones.
I didn't either, but I don't want it. And she
Paula
watched.
loves coffee. By the way, you guys, she loves coffee.
I don't either. I've never drank it. Jamie Ray and Dale. She watches both of them. Or yeah, Deb is who
Yep.
Dale watches. Gosh, I can't speak.
Cool.
Good.
Oh,
My
Becky's
40
40th.
year, his reunion is next year.
Yep.
Man.
So that means I'm 10 years older than Becky.
That you're what years older than Becky?
I must be 10 because my 50th is next year.
But it's her.
It's her 40th.
Oh, HS. I thought it said his. I'm sorry. HS. Next year. When is mine?
Oh, probably me too, Leslie. That wouldn't surprise me. I snack like a fool. And it's mindless, right? It's like mindless. And I'm not even hungry. That's the worst part of it. I'm not even hungry, and I'll go to the cabinet and get
Anything.
anything.
I have 6 more years till my 50th. I love the smell of coffee, Jamie. I have just never had a sip of it.
Which absolutely boggles my brain.
I know. I can't believe she never even tried it.
I haven't. I have not ever had a sip of it. And
even if you like the smell of it, it just doesn't make any. I just can't wrap my head around that you never tasted it.
I've tasted a lot of stuff. Coffee's not one of them. It's kind of like, everybody either loves it or they hate it. And I just figured I had enough bad habits that I really didn't need to pick up another one. And I've made it all this time without drinking it. I'm going to keep on going.
Yeah, I need coffee in my
But coffee's good for you to a certain extent.
So's
I
tea.
believe. Yeah, tea is too. Yeah.
Yuck.
Agree, Leslie. It is mindless eating. Yes, I do drink tea in the morning, but I don't like ice. I use Splenda in my hot tea, and I don't want anything in my cold tea. So if my tea sits here too long and it starts to get cold, I have to do what?
Heat it up.
Cup, because I don't like it heated in the microwave. So, but I'm just weird that way. What can I tell you?
That a girl, Lori. I knew there was somebody out there that would back me up.
I would drink more coffee if I could drink it without sweetener. I just don't drink more because I would just use too much sweetener every day.
See, and
I have to have mine sweet.
I just want it fresh out of the pot. Don't dilute it. Don't mess with it. Just put the coffee.
If I could drink it like that, I'd be drinking way more during the day than I do. But I limit myself to 2 cups, or I try anyways, 2 cups a day.
Okay, Jamie. Maggie, have you ever tried this? I don't know how to pronounce it properly, probably. But the stevia?
Yeah, I've tried stevia. I've tried agave. I have tried all of the natural, I guess they're called natural ones.
Right.
No, Splenda's the only thing that tastes right to me.
Okay. I don't like it either. That's why I asked them.
Oh, yeah, they all have aftertaste.
Agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that statement.
Well, not just aftertaste, but they have with Splenda, there is no taste to it. You know what I mean?
I don't think there is. You're right.
But with those, you can taste something else, and it just doesn't taste right. At least in coffee, it doesn't to me.
Rhonda says she uses honey in her coffee and tea, but nothing in her iced tea. Lori is a pot and with half and half, a pot a day girl with half and half. Honey or brown sugar in Louise's.
Really? I can't even think
Good
of
night,
any
Lorna.
inside coffee.
Have you
Good
ever
night, Lorna.
Oh, good night, Lorna.
have you ever tried sugar in the raw, Maggie?
Yeah, I did try that, but and that's fine, except I try to stay away from actual sugar.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it. So
It's sugar, but it's not refined. It's,
That's the one that's the heavy granulation, right?
um,
It's more chunky than.
yeah, and it's brown. It's like a really light brown color. It
Yeah.
almost looks like brown sugar, but it's not.
Yes.
It's
Okay. That's
because
what
it hasn't been bleached or
Okay.
whatever they do.
I'm going to stick to Splenda and call it a day because I know I can drink it.
See, and I just drink it. I don't use none of that. If I want to do anything to my coffee, I pour some French vanilla in it, call it a day.
Dale wants creamer in her coffee only. And Leslie said the doctors that she worked for drank their coffee so strong it was like mud.
Yep.
And my son likes his really strong. I can't drink his coffee. I'd have to put like half a cup of coffee and then put half a cup of hot water in it.
Becky
Because
does
it's so strong.
what you do, Maggie.
What's that?
Becky said, I do. That's what I do too, Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
See, and it's weird. I don't drink it for the caffeine. I drink it. I actually just really love the flavor. I just love coffee.
I do too. I love the flavor of coffee.
If I could find it decaffeinated that didn't have that weird aftertaste, I would drink decaffeinated. But
Rhonda doesn't eat anything that's refined, and she doesn't use white sugar at all. Maggie, that's a really pretty lace. Is it CMS?
Yes, it is.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I like it. These are one of these. Geez, I wish I had gotten more than 1 yard.
The secret is you always get 2.
I know.
I know. That's the secret to success. Then you have one to use and one to hoard.
No, I'd still end up using the second yard.
Oh.
If I have any hoard, it's only because I haven't gotten to it yet.
I have this green lace that she hasn't been able to get for quite some time. And I have plenty of it, but would not use it for love nor money. No, ma'am. They could take everything out of here, but you aren't getting that lace.
No, I don't think I have any one lace that that I would be hoarding and never like using.
This one's really
I haven't met one yet that I can't use, because the way I look at it is you may not always find that one, but
right.
There's more out there.
Well, I used some of it on a roof and made a winter scene, but no, it's in the hoard vault. Stay there. Oh, these go over here.
okay, I can't take it. Somebody's got to talk.
Leslie says she has several pieces she can't part with either. Laces. Leslie, do you know the green one that I'm talking about that she hasn't had? Probably.
I think I know the green one you're talking about.
Pardon?
I think I know the green one you're talking about. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
It's a real tiny, almost like a diamond shape. Okay, we've got questions. Patty, what kind of resin did you use for the process pieces we got from you recently?
Aluminite. Hang on, I'll grab the bottle. Hang on. It's right here. Hold on.
Yuck, Lucy. Lucy drinks black coffee, but on Friday she had an iced latte. She thought the milk was off, but drank most of it anyway, and then discovered, 3 hours later, it was bad. Okay, Leslie.
I've been using Coffee Mate for a long time because basically lactose intolerant. And before though, I started using that. Whenever I would put milk or a half and half or whatever in my coffee, I always smelled it first, because once you end up drinking it when it's bad, you don't want to go back to it. So
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Max, can you flip it over for just 1 second?
Oh yeah, I completely
It's okay.
forgot. Let
It's
me
okay.
flip it to
And
you.
then just bring it right back to you.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How do I do this? Because I almost removed you. Oh, solo layout. Okay.
Yep, there you
There
go. So this is the one. I'm gonna try it. There it is. But it's the RC3, and it's 2-part. I like the tan color, so I have a clear. My part A is clear, and my part B is dark brown, like coffee brown almost. But I will say this. After using it, I did start to find out it's really more toxic than I really ever thought it would be. So I'm waiting for fall when it's a little bit cooler outside, not so hot, and I'm going to pour these up outside. I don't want to use them in the house anymore. So, because I can't get the ventilation proper, you know what I mean? But yeah. But it dries up pretty quick. This will probably not harden as quick as it has before because it'll be older. The fresher it is, the quicker it works, the better it works. But that's the one. And you can get it in different sizes, but I get it right from the company.
They don't have like just a one resin where you don't have to mix it, right?
I haven't seen one yet. I don't know if there really are any out there or not, but
yeah, I've never seen one. I was just curious.
And I mean, for the cost of it, for what you pay, you can move it back to you now, Mags. I can just talk without the screen now.
Okay.
For the cost, I was looking at it at Hobby Lobby the other day, and they those little 2-part bottles they have back in their section is like $25, and it's like 8 ounces, 8 ounces for each bottle, which gives you 16 ounces. It's $100, $90. Like
I'm going to put it back on you because Becky got booted off and she missed what it was. Do you still have it there?
Yeah, it's still right here.
Okay, it's back on you.
So yeah, Becky, this is it, and it's oh, that's better. I even moved it closer because I'm smarter this time. And this is the company, and it's the RC3. I like the tan, so I get the clear A, and then the B part is a dark, almost coffee color. So, I mean, $90 is a lot to invest in it, but when you
get a lot out of it, right?
Yeah, it's 2 gallons by the time you mix them because you have to have the 2 parts. So, I mean, you really are pouring out 2 gallons. So, I mean, you get a lot. So, yeah, no problem. So you can put it back on you, Max.
Okay.
But like those little ones, they're like $25. So it just kind of depends on how much you plan on pouring.
I bought the same brand that she has, and it comes in a smaller I'm going to say single use type,
Mhm.
I'm not going to sell it scenario.
Right.
And it's reasonably priced. And I also bought the same colors that Patty had. And I, like the rest of the world, are waiting for it not to be 100 degrees outside before I go do mine.
Right.
So,
What kind of molds did you get, Paula?
I've got some. Some of them are Prima and some of them are the
IODs.
yeah.
IOD? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, they have some beautiful ones.
Well, unless you're really going to just pour a ton of them, it's a costly adventure. I mean, just the molds are.
Yeah.
So, when you're paying $25 for a mold, you need to be sure that, those few images are what you really want scenario. Anyway. But it's one of those see it, gotta have it, gotta do it scenarios too. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Patty's got all the molds that I could ever want. So, I'll take one of those and 2 of these, please.
Oh, Beth's back. She says she's got a question when you get a chance.
Okay, I think she meant Messenger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was a heads up. I was supposed to check Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah, the mold thing, that turns into a whole situation.
It does.
I really like them though. They're a lot of fun.
I agree. But they're not practical if I'm not
Well,
in my mind.
But just like the picture that you're doing.
Yeah.
When you decoupaged your image on there,
yes, ma'am.
You could use the molds to form a frame around your image on that. And then if you painted and waxed it and aged it, it would look like it was part of the pot. You know what I mean?
That's true. I was thinking about using GIMP. I guess that shows where my mind is.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of the same thing, and you could still paint the GIMP even.
Well, I was tempted to actually do that.
Yep.
Just put it on there with the plaster paint that I used underneath it all. And if I don't like it, I can always take it off.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I mean, it's not like I only have 6 inches of it, so. Anyway.
Yeah, right, Dale? Yep. I don't know how to pronounce what she just typed. It's some sort of leaves. It's one of those that I cannot wrap my head around. It's either you get it right the first time or you can never say it.
Acanthus?
That, yes.
You're a good fussy cutter, Maggie, Leslie said.
A what?
Good fussy cutter.
Oh.
IOD stands for?
Iron Orchid Design.
They bought part of Prima. Are they a separate branch of Prima?
They used to be part of Prima, but they separated.
Okay, there you go.
Or they used to design for Prima. I'm not sure how that went, but they separated. They're their own thing now.
Hi, Beth. Different Beth. I don't know if it's Lee Beth or Beth. Simply Beth.
Oh, another Beth. Hi, Beth.
Yep. Hey, Beth.
Jean says, okay, thank you.
Give her. You bet. It's the GPS.
GPS's fault. Yep, that would be my problem too.
Well, she's got to blame something. She was in the car by herself.
Well, when you're here and I use the GPS, it takes me on every back road and
Wagon trail there is, right?
Oh, you wouldn't know. You would be surprised if you kept going straight past my subdivision what you'd run into. You might feel at home. I did. But I would have not, I had no idea it was that close, and I wished it had been daylight when I went out there the first time.
Right.
I was not expecting a line with no roads and curves and ditches and cows and everything Texas, you know. Oh. Oh, that's the way to do it. Oh my.
What?
My basket is not half full.
From your drawer, you mean?
Yeah. The drawer I just took everything out of.
Yeah.
I must have done a good job.
Nice.
Maybe. Just have to remember that just because there's space in it doesn't mean there shouldn't be. Don't have to fill it up tomorrow night, you know?
Oh my goodness.
I have my back to chat, guys, just so you know I'm not there.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll
I'm
keep
letting you know.
an eye.
Wow, is this nice?
I always feel better when I've cleaned something out.
I just can't get over the, yeah.
I always feel like I've cleared out my brain a little bit too that way.
It just looks so good
Mm-hmm.
and organized and
Maggie, Lori's got a message for you.
Maggie, I was thinking of you when I cut my applique without gluing it first. Oh, beads everywhere. I know. Sometimes I'll hot glue the back and then I turn it around to cut it and I glued it in the wrong place. Oh, thanks, Jean. Thank you, Leslie and Beth. Yeah, it's beautiful. This was my first favorite when I first started on the DT. Now they're all my favorites. I like that. I like that here, even though it's this color in here kind of matches. So that's why I'm using this one. Thanks, Penny.
you see that she had that one in white on Friday?
This one here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, guess who got one?
Oh, did you?
Or maybe two. Maybe I got two.
You
Might have
did?
gotten two.
Did you get any, Lori? Of the white one like that one she's got, Maggie's got?
Yeah, that was beautiful. It was like, wasn't it like white and silver almost? Or
yes.
Yeah.
It was breathtaking.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that
Fire
one.
Leslie, she's gonna go cut hers now, Maggie.
Oh, good. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Oh, good. She did have some silver too. Yep. Oh, Jamie, you got one. Yeah, I think you did, Lori.
That white one was just stunning.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
I was so bummed I forgot she was doing that big sale, the big Christmas Friday. And then we missed most of it.
Come back in 2 weeks. It'll still be there.
Yeah, she's going to do more Christmas.
More Christmas on the 31st.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool.
this Friday is Victorian themed.
Oh, nice.
So, there you go.
Perfect.
Yep.
There, I like that.
And I'm going to be nicer, girls.
You were fine. That was a lot to have to deal with.
Well, I just won't respond to messages at the same time that I'm trying to do everything else. That's all in it.
Right.
And I can't. I mean, when you've got
I
5 people.
understand that, Becky. Oh. Beth, I'll get you her link. I will get her link for you. She's on Facebook. She's not on YouTube.
Yes, she sells on Facebook.
Oh my gosh, Beth, it was Esme that we were watching Friday night after we got home when we were busy talking,
Thanks, Beth.
chatting, and the sale was going on.
Becky.
That was Esme. With all the laces and stuff, that's her. But I'll get you the Facebook link.
I'm sorry. I should not have scared you.
Becky. She said, I was afraid of Paula.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it wasn't Paula's fault. You're right, Jamie. It wasn't.
Jamie, it would have, if it had just been what you guys were seeing, that would have been okay. That would have been. But what you guys didn't see was the 3 messages that somebody or this one or that one was sending about things I have no control over. And like I said, next week, I just will not be responding during sales anymore to messages. I can't do it all.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
what-
I messaged her and she answered me back all in caps. And I said, Paula, don't yell at me.
and if you were there, that's when I laughed.
Yes, you did. I know. And I knew exactly when you read the message because
Yeah.
you burst out laughing. I think you said, Maggie, I needed that.
Yes, I did.
Say hi to Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. And how are you?
Oh my goodness, Becky. I mean, Leslie, can you say that again?
What'd she say? New people don't. I know, right? They say, you know, all the groups, they say, read the rules, right? Nobody reads the rules.
Becky, you were fine. Yours was a yes or no response, and we kept right on going. Those weren't the ones that were issues. I mean, it's irrelevant. Like I said, I'm.
She's almost over it,
And look at it this way. Everybody survived. So
right?
it was just a sale. Oh my gosh. There you go. Yep. And you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I have to remember though that it's somebody else's business, and I can only do X, Y, and I can't do X, Y, Z, A, B, and C. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm sorry I scared you, Leslie. You should have been in my shoes. I was shaking.
She didn't scare me one bit, Leslie.
Oh. Uh-oh. Now, Leslie, once your rings, Maggie, you're going to be invited for wine soon.
Oh.
And Lisa
They're
wants
Hi,
your
Lisa.
journal.
they're
Lisa wants that journal. She's double checking to make sure you have her address.
Yes,
What's
Beth.
what
and leave
journal?
messages about it.
The one you're working on right now. She wants that cover.
Oh, it's not a journal. It's just a insert with some pockets.
Listen to her. It's just an insert.
Well, it's not a whole journal. What was I going to say?
Don't know.
I was going to answer Leslie. Most of my jewelry are, what do you call it? Not junk jewelry, but
CZs,
huh?
cubics.
Yeah, that, and but there's a word for it. The only one that's actually real is my anniversary band from my husband.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you looking? Do you mean costume jewelry?
Yes, that's what I was trying to come up with, costume jewelry. And I just love anything big. I like big rings, big earrings. Probably because I'm so short.
Nice.
They're all helping you now with the word costume.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can tell
I need help
can
finding
tell
my words sometimes. I can't find my words all the time.
Agree, Leslie. It's still very pretty. Oh,
Oh my gosh, I know. Can you get any gaudier? I just love
not
it though.
gaudy.
It's so gaudy. It's big. It's just gaudy, but I love it.
I don't think they're gaudy at all. I think they're beautiful.
Thank you.
I have a couple that are large, but they don't fit. They're too big. There you go. I'm going to mute for a minute, ladies.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
I
Not
agree.
gaudy.
That body still pretty. I agree.
Well, let's put it this way. No one's ever gonna mistake that for a diamond. Not when I drive around in a Honda. There. I think that's
Paula needs baby rings.
baby rings. Yeah, she's probably got a size 3 ring too.
Probably.
I think your ring size is usually the same as like your foot size. No, that can't be right.
I was like, really? Then I should have way smaller feet.
Yeah, no, that can't be right. Maybe if it happens, it's a coincidence because my ring size is the same as my foot size. That's why I said that. Let me go up a little.
Just a week or so ago, my husband had his wedding ring fall off while on a tube floating down a river.
Oh no.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh.
For sure. But look at it this way, at least it was the ring and not him.
Right?
I think of all the jewelry I've lost. Ugh.
Oh, I could make it a journal, Becky, yes. And a couple of them I might even make into like a little mini journal because you can add to it. But right now I was just concentrating on making some more of those inserts. I just enjoy making them. Until the next thing, right?
Right.
Gosh, it's hot. Can you give me like not even 10 seconds? I've got to turn my fan up.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Wow. See, Lisa's rings have been in the safe since they were married. She's allergic to them. That would stink.
Oh.
So
yeah, I had to.
Go ahead.
I had to switch from yellow. My wedding rings were yellow gold, And somewhere along the way, I got allergic to yellow and I had to switch to white. Like this one here, it's white gold. I
Gotcha.
can't wear yellow gold anymore. I get itchy and I get like, whoops, I'm not even, I get itchy and I get like dry, like almost scratchy skin where
I've heard
yellow's
people having that.
bad.
Yeah. Louise just had a spider run across her desk. She's screaming.
Oh my gosh. Louise, I've been battling carpenter ants, and the other day, one did the same thing. It ran across my desk and jumped onto the laptop, and I like was beside myself.
No one has used that GC. What? I'm so confused, Becky. What's a GC?
Yeah, I don't know what
I
she,
feel like I lost track of the conversation.
right?
I got sidetracked with laughing at Louise and the spider and Lisa being allergic. I was like, that would stink. So you can't wear earrings or necklaces or bracelets, nothing, right? Gift certificate. Gotcha. Who won the one from you, Becky?
Oh, gift certificate.
I don't remember. I had it written down. Oh, I hope I don't have to go back and watch. Ugh, I hate listening to me. I don't know how you guys put up with me.
You sound fine.
Anything metal, anything that, like a Band-Aid or stuff like that. Wow, that's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Louise lost the spider.
Oh, it was. I think it was Cheryl Goebel. I'll remind her tomorrow night. If I don't, will you remind me, Becky, tomorrow night? It's Cheryl Goebel. I know who it is.
Yeah. Do you notice how she didn't ask me to remind her, Becky?
I
Because
have it.
she knows how bad my memory is.
I do have it written down. It's taped right here on my thing. Now I remember. It was number 33. That was the number, the lucky number, and I have her name written down. So it was her. It's actually right here on my little board in front of me. Yep. Okay, cool. I didn't date it, so, or who's the gift. See, now I know. I'm going to have to start writing it all down. Yep, cool reminder. See, I only hate it when it's like big, gross spiders. Little ones, whatever. But I live in the middle of nowhere, too, so, and in the country, so it's going to happen. I think Marty needs to come down and visit.
He must have fallen asleep upstairs.
Silly boy. Hey, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Maggie,
What?
I don't need my black space up there. They can't see what you two are doing with
Well,
my.
I can't. You're stuck there, Paula.
Why?
Stop, because she said so.
Oh,
Because
well,
you can't like just put it on 2 and not however many, you know what I mean? You're fine. It might even help, separate between the 2 other screens when they're looking at, what we're doing. So you are
Okay.
fine.
Oh my gosh, Leslie.
Maggie, we were all 3 talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Do I get to tell them? Well,
Yeah, because I'm sitting
Yeah.
here thinking, oh darn, it's going to get that bad that I can't even remember why I stood up. Dang it.
when we figure out what we went there, the second or third time, we repeat it to ourselves out loud on the way to take care of whatever it was that we went to get or couldn't remember, or yeah, a little bit on the crazy side, I do believe.
Yeah.
Maybe the loony side. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't.
That's all right. One day I was talking to my daughter on my cell phone and we're talking away. And all of a sudden I went, Angela, I can't find my phone anywhere. Because as I'm talking to her, I'm looking around for my phone. And I said, she goes, Mom, seriously? And I go, what? And she goes, you're talking on it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
No,
Oh my
hold on.
God.
Sorry, Silk Patty.
I did, Dale. Yep. I did not expect to. There was a lot. Those girls got all of it. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
But
the
Maggie, I
sorry
can relate. I have done the same thing, especially if you have it on speakerphone and you lay it down and you're talking to
Yeah.
somebody, and then you want to know what time it is, so you start looking for your phone, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, really? That in your glasses, because I push them up on my head all the time.
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time. Where are my glasses? They're on my head.
Drives me nuts.
I like that one, Beth. Louise says, Maggie, I do that all the time with my daughter, and she's starting to worry about me.
Did you read Bess?
Yes, that's what I said.
She says, I realized at the grocery store today that face masks are awesome because as long as you speak quietly, no one else will notice you're talking to yourself.
That's true.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Dale, I buy mine from a company called yarnyard.com. It's out of the UK. Fast shipping, fast. Now, I don't know what it's like now with this, and if you want to go out of the country, but it's very high quality, nice, silk. So
You can find it on Etsy too, right?
you can get some on Etsy, and I bought some on eBay that I opened it, and I'm sorry, it just went in the garbage can. It's pulled.
Yeah, some of it's like
and
it's all just like threads.
Yes, and knots where they sew the piece together, and 6 inches later, there's another sewn together piece.
Right.
See, and I don't have much. That was like a one-time deal for me. I very, very limited knowledge and experience with sari silks over here. That's
I just get mine on. That's where I get mine from, and I've had no problems with it. And I do buy my seam binding on eBay, but I only buy the Snug Hug brand. Yes, I bought another brand one time because I wanted X color and I wasn't willing to wait. So my mistake.
Yeah, that's the only kind I buy is the Hug Snug or Snug Hug or whatever it is. It's
really nice. Really is, Dale. I promise you. Very nice. And if you like fibers, they have a lot of unique fibers at yarnyard.com. And they're all a silk blend. Yes, they do, Becky. But like I said, one time I didn't want to wait. So
I find it hard to believe, Paula.
What? If I wouldn't wait? I'm not mistaken. Not at all.
I can't poke too much fun at you because kind of the same way.
I know you want that instant gratification, right?
I do. Sure do. So Maggie, I think I'm gonna hop off. I need to make a phone call, and then I need to, unfortunately, go to bed because I got to drive a kiddo to work in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to hop off. Thank you for having me. Thanks
Oh,
for
thanks for
all
coming
the
on.
ladies. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow, okay?
Good night.
Yep,
All right,
absolutely.
good night, you guys.
Good night. Yeah, we won't stay on much. Are you okay for a little bit, Paula?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine as long as you're okay.
Okay, yep, I'm fine.
Leslie,
I
it's
didn't,
because I'm Irish and Italian that I can get that little bit of feisty going.
let me, actually, I'll just put it on me.
That
If you
works.
just watch the chat for a second, I'm just going to grab my,
Go ahead. You're fine. I'd tell her that what you said, Rhonda, but she's already gone. Oh. And I'm really not feisty, Leslie, honestly.
no, she's not at all.
I'm really, I mean, I know that you didn't see that displayed on Friday night, but trust me, I'm truly a pretty mild individual. Easy to get along with.
Oh, thank you, Leslie. Yeah, these images are from Tracy Fox Digitals.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? I love, she's reading, it's like she's reading a book. Love that. Beth has a question for you.
Beth has a question. Paula, have you done any of the DNA testing? I just ordered 23andMe, one that tells your health markers too. I'm excited for the results. I have not. And I have not. And I hope you like your results. I don't want to know some of the health markers that could be there because of just my family's history. So, no, it would not be something I would ever do. Here's your music, Maggie.
What's that?
Your music.
That's your music.
No, it's yours.
I don't have any music.
Oh, that's good, Rhonda. No, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I wish everybody that does, and I hope they have great success, but it's not something, I mean, I'm A negative, my husband's A positive. Good night, Patty. And I'm okay. I don't want to know any more. Absolutely do not. No.
My son and my daughter-in-law both did the DNA testing. They didn't get the health markers. I don't even know if they were available back then, but they did do the DNA testing, and that was interesting to find out. I mean, we basically knew, that on my side, it's all Irish and Scottish, and on his dad's side, it is English and Scottish. But my daughter-in-law was like completely stunned at hers.
My mother is 99 or was 99% of the time. Her grandparents literally came over on a boat, both being 100% pure Italian. So my grandmother was as well. And my father's side is the Irish side. And there's so much cancer in my dad's side of the family that my father came from 13. And I think
Wow.
I have one aunt and 2 uncles left, the youngest of them all. And all my dad's sisters, he had 5 sisters, so 4 of his sisters died. 3 of them died from breast cancer. One of them, not sure what she died of. And my father died from a very rare form of cancer, but his was not the type of cancer that he had is rare, but it also was from a 20-year career in the military and working on what he did and the asbestos that was there. So, okay, Beth says she did the ancestry a few years ago, and it's cool because as more people submit samples, they update the info. Oh, that would be cool. Wow, Leslie. Now, my family, my dad's family, they're Mahaffey's. And there's a town in Pennsylvania called Mahaffey. And in Ireland, there are still Mahaffey's. So, I'm just happy being Irish and Italian, and I don't need to know anymore. No desire. It's more of a fear than anything.
Yeah, my grandmother's, on my dad's side, her maiden name was McMahon.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually not sure, though, if that's Irish or Scottish because, you know, it's MC. But when they came over, my grandparents were originally from Canada, my dad too. And when they came over into the US, they changed my grandmother's name
Two.
to McMahon, but it was a they spelled it differently, and they changed, but they did change her first name. Her first name was trying to think how you pronounce it. It was Marguerite, and I'm named after her. But when they filled out the papers and they had, you know, the what would you call it, the customs person or whatever, when back then, you know, this was like in the 20s or 30s,
Right?
they just changed it to Margaret instead of Marguerite.
That's
And
interesting.
so, yeah, and so she kept Margaret.
Well,
And that's what people called her, you know, was Margaret. And I was named after her. I kind of like Marguerite myself, but.
that would be nice to, yes. My grandmother was a twin. She had a twin brother, and he passed away before she did. So when he died, she didn't want anybody to know her age. So on his tombstone, she put the wrong year of his birth by 2 years, made him older than he was.
Wow.
So, and my grandmother's buried next to her twin. So if you go to the records and you're looking this up and you go to the grave, you're going to have to wonder who's right or who's wrong. Because, like I said, my grandmother didn't want anybody to know how old she was. But the other thing is, my grandmother's name was Rose Lorenzo. Now, I don't know if it was Rosella or if it was Rosie, or if it was just Rose, because my grandmother would change her name. You know, this month she was Rosella, and a few months later or 6 years later she was Rosie. and Rose letter E, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And my mother never had her birth certificate, so I don't truly know and what her name really was as far as birth certificate goes. And I'm not sure that what a birth certificate back then would have looked like, because when my father-in-law died, all my husband's the baby. So all of his family grew up thinking, all the uncles and grandkids, etc., grew up thinking that all of them, the boys in my father-in-law's family, started with the letter H because they all had a first name that was H. Fact remains, all of their middle names were H. They just decided to go by H. My father-in-law's birth certificate does not match his military papers. So I don't know how he got into the military with his name backwards, but he did. So anyway, that's my family history. We're all
when my dad was originally from Canada too, and when they came over here, they changed his name from his name was Arnold Edward, and I mean Edward Arnold, and they changed it to Arnold Edward, and that's what he had to go by.
Well,
it's weird when you hear about stories like that, but that happened a lot of times. They would simplify a name,
right,
because it would be easier to spell or to say or whatever,
right,
and they're not people's original names. Thank you, Louise.
Jim's dad's family, they were all born in Oklahoma. I take that back. Some of them were born here in Dallas. I'm not in Dallas. We're born in Dallas. But he had 13 brothers and 3 sisters, his dad. But every one of the boys went by the name that started with H, which turned out to be their middle names. Maggie, those are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
You did an amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, they're fun to make, and they're easy, and they're, fairly quick too. And of course, Esme's appliques and laces,
yes,
make them too. But I think we should call it a night. My shoulder's starting to burn, from kind of hunching over the table.
Yes, ma'am.
And I didn't realize it's 10 past 11 here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the time goes by fast, right? We've been on for over 2 hours.
You're kidding.
No.
Well, I got a lot done. I mean, I know you can't see that, but I did get a lot done. So
good.
And
thank you for watching the chat and all that, because that does help.
Welcome.
So everyone, we're going to say good night, and hopefully we'll see you all in Patty's chat tomorrow night. And after the live, when YouTube lets me go to this video, if her link isn't in there, I will put it in. Oh, the digital images are also from Tracy Fox, Leslie, on Etsy, the Foxy Crafter. I forget what she's called on Etsy though.
Who?
Tracy. Is it Tracy Fox Designs?
No, it's Foxy.
I don't think it's the Foxy Crafter like the group.
Hold on.
I'll put a link in the description box to Tracy's Etsy shop too.
It is called Love Junk Journals. All 3 words together.
That's it. Love Junk Journals. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I'll put a link though for anybody that maybe can't find it. I'll put a link in the description box. I should have it in there anyways. And For some reason, though, when I go through StreamYard, it doesn't give you your normal description box that you have on YouTube, because I have one already set up on YouTube, but unless I go through YouTube, then it doesn't have it, and I always forget to put it in before the video. So, all right, well, we're going to say goodnight, and you all have a...
For Etsy.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, thank you. That was quick. So there's the link to Tracy's Etsy. She's got some beautiful kits. And these all, like I said, these covers here that I've been using, these are one of her kits. The journal covers are from her, and as well as the images. And she just came out, I think, with a couple of new kits.
Yes.
That are wallpaper backgrounds, right?
Peeled paint.
Or peel paint.
Peeled paint.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Yes.
So, all right, well, I'm going to say goodnight. So good night, everyone. And I will see you again soon, hoping to get on live more often. Thanks, Paula, for
Thank
coming
you,
on.
Maggie, for having me.
Okay, don't leave the studio, though.
Yes, ma'am. Good night,
Okay.
everybody. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.